My name is Ruthie McCoy Harrelson. I'm a mother of 4. I am a grandmother of 15, a great-grandmother of 6. I'm raising 3 grandkids, ages 11, twins, 12. And I'm running for this seat. I've served on commission as before. I was mayor pro tem at one time, and I also at present served on the board of review. I did graduate from Benton Harbor High School, attended Michigan College. I'm running for this seat because I care about the citizens. I care about Benton Harbor. I care about what's going on, and I do care about what we're trying to do. I did vote on some of the things that is happening in the city, and I would like to see some of the things that is happening continue to happen. Thank you.
I want to thank the Consortium for putting together this great voter education forum. My name is Brian Joseph. I'm a graduate of Benton Harbor High School in 1978. Also a graduate of Michigan State in 1982. Presently, I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing for Michigan Pizza Hut. In St. Joe, we own 45 Pizza Huts in the state of Michigan. We have about 1,400 employees that I oversee. One of the reasons why I'm running for re-election is the work is not done yet. I ran 4 years ago thinking that I can make a difference. And I think I have made a difference. Along with Commissioner Hightower, he ran, he won, and I ran and I won. We knew there were a lot of issues with our community. We just didn't know how much. So having said that, 4 years has gone by very, very fast. Our work is not done. Yes, we have an emergency manager here, but guess what? He's not going to be here forever. So we need to continue to carry the torch to make sure that we continue to have a balanced budget. We continue to make sound financial decisions for our community, for our residents, to make sure we get the biggest bang for our buck. I also feel as though in order for the city to move forward as a community and gain respect, we have to improve our image, not only to our neighbors, but around the state and around the country. We have had a number of issues with our commission over the years, which you all know about. And my goal is to bring the commission together, which Commissioner Hightower and I have tried to do, and to work with our commission and to share with them how to make a decision, how to move the city forward, and work together and collaborate. Because I don't care where you go in the country, folks. You can go to St. Louis, you got Anheuser-Busch. You can go to Cincinnati, and you've got Procter & Gamble. So pretty much across the country, you've got a corporate partner or a Fortune 100, 200, or 500 company in those cities. And we've got Whirlpool. So what we have to do as a community is come together as a community. They're the #1 appliance manufacturer in the world. About an $18 billion company, and they're right here in our backyard. And I know a lot of people may not, like Whirlpool, but the fact of the matter is, they're celebrating their 100-year anniversary this year. That is a long time to be in business, and to take something and make it what it is today. So I just encourage everybody to listen to what Mr. Kelson and I will be talking about tonight. I think it's going to be a great evening. We're going to share a lot of good information with all of you tonight. So again, thank you for coming and enjoy the evening.
And again, I also want to state that every candidate that's running for election was invited, either through certified mail or email. Just to let you know, everyone was invited.
Thank you.
At this time, the panelists are going to take turn raising questions for the candidate. Again, all candidates will have 1 minute to respond. I asked all this to start. Even questions ready for that. So I'll start off with my question. The first question would be, you can start with you. What do you think about the proposed traffic changes?
I have my thoughts about it. I have thought about it. I have some concerns about it. And I'm for changes, I'm for improvement. Some things are not for changes, and some things are for changes. I do have my concerns about it.
I am in support of the changes for our community. When we look at our community, back in the 50s and 60s, we had roughly about 21 to 22,000 people. Today, the last census in 2010, we have 10,200 people. Also, we need to reduce the commission because right now, we're not getting the revenue from the state that we used to get. Last year, we received $1.8 million. This year, the city received $1.4 million. And when you look at the commission, you know, we make, what, $200 a month. Extrapolate that over 4 commissioners, over 10 years, you're looking at over $100,000. You know, we've got streets, sidewalks, trees that need to be trimmed, and we have to continue to watch our expenses as a community because state revenues will continue to shrink. So yes, I am in favor of the ballot amendments that are well be on the ballot for November 8th.
Okay. Do you agree with the following? I do not like that the city is under control of an emergency financial manager, but I am glad that the financial matters were identified and that the city is in the black. If you agree with that statement, then please tell us why, and if you do not agree, please tell us why.
I agree, because the city, the manager has done a tremendous job with the deficit that we have, and I think we should really appreciate what he has done to get the city finance back. So I do agree with how he handled that and where it needs to.
Yes, I am in support of Public Act 4. And these are the reasons why. The Commissioner in 2008, as I stated earlier in my opening comments, we knew that there were a lot of issues with our finances in the city of Benton Harbor. After months of going back and forth trying to figure out what the budget was in the city of Benton Harbor, we realized that it really wasn't a budget. There were a lot of things that just didn't add up. And after hiring the plant Moran to come in and do a forensic audit, and the city paid $40,000 for it, we realized that there were a lot of issues with the finances. $100,000 in overdraft bank fees, money not paid to the IRS, and the list goes on. We tried to work with the commission to address that issue for 6 to 7 months. And the issue never got resolved. So that led to a letter going to the state from a former city manager addressing the issue. The state came in and did their own review and confirmed what Plant Moran found out in that forensic audit. So without Public Act 4, Mr. Harris would not be able to do the things that he's been able to do as an emergency manager. He has paid off $674,000 to the IRS. That bill is paid in full. When he came into the position, we owned the library, Benton Harbor Library, the school district, Medic 1, Dial Ride. That was a total of over $200,000. So as you can tell, we needed an emergency manager to deal with these issues because the commission would not and did not do what it was supposed to do as a commission to address these financial issues.
I'd like to ask each of you to name what you would consider to be the greatest promise that the city of Benton Harbor has, and also the greatest risk that the city of Benton Harbor faces.
I think that the biggest risk that the city, is facing is, as we look at our election coming up, we're at a very critical point right now. I thought the election of 2008 was critical, but this election was more critical because of all the development, all the opportunities that are before us, and if people don't get out and vote, and make a difference and change the face of our commission, that to me is a real challenge. A real challenge.
Promise.
I think that, the promise from my perspective is, with all of the amenities that our community has, I think that with the people, that within itself is a huge promise because with our proximity to Chicago, Indianapolis, Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, tourism, but also job opportunities. We have a great community. We've got a strong workforce that I believe can make a difference, provided that we have the right jobs come in and the right opportunities for business development. But we also have to make sure we create an environment for those developers, for businesses to come into Benton Harbor and say, we want to do business in the city of Benton Harbor. And I can honestly say this, a lot of businesses, developers have stayed away just because of the infighting and the commission not able to make sound decisions for our residents. And unfortunately, our residents have suffered for years because of the indecisions by the commission for a number of years.
I agree with him. One of the risks that we're facing when the people doesn't get out and vote, that's letting us know that they're not caring, they don't care what happened to our city. They let us know that they're not interested, and the vote is the only thing that you have. That's the only vote that you have. If you don't get out, then you have no vote. Promises is bringing into Benton Harbor jobs and opportunities for people. If you don't get out the vote, you don't have a word to say. They're not hiring because you're not part of it, because you're lack of interest. So I think one of the big promises is bringing Benton Harbor back.
Thank you. As I listen to you all, you kind of make my questions, but I hope that this is not asking the same thing again. This is 2 parts. I say, do you see a difference or do you see improvements in our community? And what would you propose or support to move the city of Benton Harbor forward?
I think the city over the last year, 2 years, is looking better. We have more of a personnel within the city that's getting more lots being cut. With the emergency manager being in place, yes, we have downsized our city in terms of personnel, but we're more efficient and we're much more effective as a community.